Good morning, everyone. Tina's Spalding Trance channel here for our daily Course in Miracles lesson. Please excuse the background. I am in the process of packing, so everything's getting put away. Today we are doing lesson number 96. Salvation comes from my one self. Although you are one self, you experience yourself as two, as both good and evil, loving and hating, mind and body. This sense of being split into opposites induces feelings of acute and constant conflict and leads to frantic attempts to reconcile the contradictory aspects of this self-perception. You have sought many such solutions, and none of them has worked. The opposites you see in you will never be compatible, but one exists. The fact that truth and illusion cannot be reconciled, no matter how you try, what means you use, and where you see the problem, must be accepted if you would be saved. Until you have accepted this, you will attempt an endless list of goals which you cannot reach, a senseless series of expenditures of time and effort, hopefulness and doubt, each one as futile as the one before and failing as the next one surely will. Problems that have no meaning cannot be resolved within the framework that they are set. Two selves in conflict could not be resolved, and good and evil have no meeting place. The self you made can never be yourself, nor can yourself be split in two and still be what it is and must forever be. A mind and body cannot both exist. Make no attempt to reconcile the two, for one denies the other can be real. If you are physical, your mind is gone from your self-concept, for it has no place in which it could be really part of you. If you are spirit, then the body must be meaningless to your reality. Spirit makes use of mind as means to find its self-expression, and the mind which serves the spirit is at peace and filled with joy. Its power comes from spirit, and it is fulfilling happily its function here. Yet mind can also see itself divorced from spirit and perceive itself within a body it confuses with itself. Without its function, then, it has no peace, and happiness is alien to its thoughts. Yet mind, apart from spirit, cannot think. It has denied its source of strength and sees itself as helpless, limited, and weak. Dissociated from its function now, it thinks it is alone and separate, attacked by armies amassed against itself and hiding in the body's frail support. Now must it reconcile unlike with like, for this is what it thinks that it is for. Waste no more time on this. Who can resolve the senseless conflicts with a dream which a dream presents? What could the resolution mean in truth? What purpose could it serve? What is it for? Salvation cannot make illusions real, nor solve a problem that does not exist. Perhaps you hope it can. Yet would you have God's plan for the release of his dear Son bring pain to him and fail to set him free? Yourself retains its thoughts, and they remain within your mind and in the mind of God. The Holy Spirit holds salvation in your mind and offers it the way to peace. Salvation is a thought you share with God because his voice accepted it for you and answered in your name that it was done. Thus is salvation kept among the thoughts your self holds dear and cherishes for you. We will attempt today to find this thought, whose presence in your mind is guaranteed by him who speaks to you from your one self. An hourly 5-minute practicing will be a search for him within your mind. Salvation comes from this one self through him who is the bridge between your mind and it. Wait patiently and let him speak to you about yourself and what your mind can do, restored to it and free to serve its will. Begin with saying this: salvation comes from my one self. Its thoughts are mine to use. Then seek its thoughts and claim them as your own. These are your own real thoughts you have denied. and let your mind go wandering in a world of dreams to find illusions in their place. Here are your thoughts, the only ones you have. Salvation is among them. Find it here. If you succeed, the thoughts that come to you will tell you you are saved and that your mind has found the function that it sought to lose. Yourself will welcome it and give it peace. Restored in strength, it will again flow out from spirit to the Spirit in all things, created by the Spirit as itself. Your mind will bless all things. Confusion done, you are restored, for you have found yourself. Yourself knows that you cannot fail today. Perhaps your mind remains uncertain yet a little while. Be not dismayed by this. The joy yourself experiences, it will save for you, and it will yet be yours in full awareness. Every time you spend 5 minutes of the hour seeking him who joins your mind and self, you offer him another treasure to be kept for you. Each time today you tell your frantic mind salvation comes from your one self, you lay another treasure in your growing store, and all of it is given to you. All of it is given everyone who asks for it and will accept the gift. Think then how much is given unto you to give this day, that it be given you. And that is lesson number 96. Salvation comes from my one self. See what Jesus has to say today. You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one that you know as Jesus. And salvation is an idea in the mind of God. You have stepped away from the connection that you naturally have with love. This is something that is very important for you to remember, that you chose separation at some point in the eternal now. It seems to have taken place in the past. But when you think about it, are you still choosing separation now? Are you still choosing attack now? This is something that you all must look at, because you think, well, why would I have chosen not love? Why would I have chosen to come into this difficult and challenging arena? I don't want to be here anymore. I want to go home to love. And you can, but you must choose love to go home. Think about the times in your day when you say unloving things about yourself, when you attack yourself, when you think a hateful thought about another, when you are impatient or judgmental or angry or insecure or fearful. Every single one of those moments is a block to your return home. So you must honestly assess how dedicated you are to salvation. For many, many beings say that they want to go home. They want to be held in the arms of God once more. And yet 1,000 times a day, they choose to be unloving to themselves or another. Think about that. What choices are you making? Are you choosing to follow your heart home to love? Or are you choosing to feel separate from others, to feel abandoned, to feel attacked, and therefore to judge, to feel unfairly treated? These are all ideas in your mind that are not loving. I am that one that you know as Jesus, and my purpose here is to remind you of the truth, that you are the captain of your ship, that you decide how you use your mind every single day. You decide how you use your body every single day. What use do you give your body? Do you use it to pursue salvation? Do you use it to pursue true love? Not the romantic love of your world, but true love, self-acceptance and acceptance of your brothers and sisters, self-expression and the appreciation of the talents and ideas and passions that you have. I am that one that you know as Jesus. We will speak to you again tomorrow. Thank you for joining us again today. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.